Hey guys, welcome to part 2 for the level 2 graphs internal. Okay, we're carrying on from the previous video. Okay, so we're going to be covering part 2 for the part C of the part C question on the TKI website. Okay, we'll get straight back into it. The symmetrical bridge will be 60 meters long in total and have its highest point, call its apex, 12 meters above the river. Model the complete bridge using your designs from part 1. You may use a piecewise function if needed. For each design, give the equation of any functions used in your model. Discuss the features or properties for each of the functions used in your model, okay? So basically, okay, because it just wants us to model the other half of the bridge. The other half of the bridge is symmetrical, so basically we are just reflecting the graph on the line of x equals to 30, so this line, okay? And we're going to reflect the graph, so it will just come back down and then make a whole bridge, okay? So basically that's what it wants us to do. So reflect each graph on the line of x equals to 30. Okay. So get into it. Okay. So starting with our parabola. Okay. So the equation of our parabola was y equals to negative 12 over 900 x minus 60. Okay. So now, okay, what we're simply going to do, I'm just going to say I will replace x in my equation with 2a minus x, where a equals to 30. Okay, so now our equation becomes y equals to negative 12 over 900. X becomes 60 minus x, and this x here becomes 60 minus x minus 60. So y equals to negative 12 over 900, 60 minus x, negative x. And that should be your equation for your transformed graph. Okay, so basically you just reflected the graph on the line of x equals to 30. Okay, we're going to move on to our features of the graph. Okay, so our features of the graph, so basically the first part of the graph will look like this, and the second part will come back down, look something like this. Okay, so now the graph will start at 30 and then end at 60. Okay, so our domain, okay, so our domain will not be 0 to 30, it will be 30 to 60. So this x is more than or equal to 30 and less than or equal to 60. Our range, okay, our range stays the same because it starts at y equals to 12 and ends at y equals to 0. Okay, so we're going to say x is greater than or equal to 0 or less than or equal to 12. Our x-intercept, okay, our x-intercept will be this point here, okay, and that is 60, 0. Our y-intercept, okay, our y-intercept does no longer exist, okay, because we restricted our graph from 30 to 60, okay, so therefore we're just gonna say y-intercept does not exist. Okay, and our vertex stays the same at at 30, 12. Alright, so that's basically it for the parabola. Okay, so now we're going to be moving on to the hyperbola. Okay, so hyperbola. Okay, so we're going to say our original equation for our hyperbola was y equals to negative 12.4 divided by x plus 1 plus 12.4. That's the original equation for our hyperbola. Okay, so now we're going to have to replace x with 2a minus x. Okay, so again, we're going to communicate to a marker. We're going to say I will replace x in my equation with 2a minus 2a minus x, where a equals to 30. Okay, so we're going to say that y equals to negative 12.4. X becomes 2a minus becomes 16 minus x is 16 minus x plus 1 plus 12.4. Therefore, y equals to negative 12.4, 61 minus x plus 12.4. Okay, so I'll moving on to this, that will be our features of the graph. Okay, so once again, the first part of the graph looks like this, and the second graph is going to come back down, okay? So basically, again, the graph is going to go from 30 to 60, and the range is going to go from y equals to 12 to y equals to 0, okay? So we're going to say our features, our domain, x is greater than or equal to 30 and less than or equal to 60. Our range, okay, so x is greater than or equal to 0 or less than or equal to 12, okay? X-intercepts is going to be the same again. So x-intercept will just be 60, 0, x, and then we'll say our y-intercept does not exist. Okay, and we're gonna say our asymptotes now. So horizontal asymptote remains the same. Okay, so y equals to 12.4. So y cannot be 12.4 because if y is 12.4, then it's impossible. Okay, so it's impossible because you can't divide by 0 in math. Okay, so we're gonna say our vertical asymptote. So basically, for what value of x does the graph is impossible, okay? So I say x equals to 61, okay? We'll say x equals to 61 here. 61 minus 61 is 0, and anything divided by 0 is just impossible, okay? So therefore, our vertical asymptote is x equals to 61. Okay, and that should be your features for your hyperbola, okay? Pretty straightforward, not too much drama, okay? We'll go on to the square root now, okay? Our square root graph, our equation was y equals to 12 divided by square root of 30 multiplied by square root of x. Once again, we'll communicate to a marker. I will replace x in my equation. I'll replace x in my equation with I'll replace it with 2a minus x. That is terrible. With 2a minus x, where a equals to 30. So therefore, y equals to 12 divided by square root of 30 times 60 minus x. And I don't think you have to do any more simplifying. You can just leave your answer like this. Okay, so we say our features now. Our domain, same thing. So same thing as the other two graphs. So x is greater than or equal to 30, less than or equal to 60. Our range, okay, so x is, once again, it's greater than or equal to 0 or less than or equal to 12. Our x-intercepts, once again, it's the exact same thing. So x-intercept is 60, 0. Our y-intercept does not exist. Okay, so that's basically it for the square root graph, okay? And that's also the end of task 2, I think. Let me just double check. Should be the end of task 2, yeah. Yep, that's it for part 2, okay? So in the next video, I'm going to be moving on to part 3, okay? So part 3 is going to be what's going to bring you to an excellence level, okay? So right now, if you did everything up to here, you'd probably be looking somewhere at a solid merit, okay? But if you want to get the excellence, you have to be able to do part 3, which I'll be covering in the very next video. Thank you for watching, okay? Sorry for the inconvenience of having to click onto another video, but it's necessary because my screen recorder sometimes decides to shut off after a certain amount of extended period of time. So apologies for that, okay? But stay tuned for the next video. We'll be out very shortly. Thanks for watching. Bye.